Hello everyone. It's James again. And I want to thank you all for viewing my content. There is more to come. So thank you for taking this ride with me. As we are all in this together. As we rebuild our lives after being narcissistically abused. Many of us who have been narcissistically abused for a lifetime. And on this channel we don't just talk about narcissistic abuse. We also talk about what's going on in this world and the spiritual nature of the evil that seems to be inhabiting certain people as well. And at one time, I was doing a series years ago called Demons Are Real, where I covered many news stories and talked about the demonic element regarding such stories. Well, I still do talk about these news stories. And demons are still real. And sadly a case I was just made aware of that happened in Germany recently. So all of you that are in Europe, if I get something wrong here, please let me know. The link I will leave in the description box is from an English-speaking channel. Most of the other news reports of this case appear to be in German. Well, this young man behind me, Philippos Stanis, was leaving a graduation ceremony or party with a friend. And they were both wearing crosses. And a group of individuals cornered Philippos and threatened him. Philippos tried to defuse the situation and said he didn't want any trouble. However, he was struck and fell backwards and hit his head on the ground. At that point he was beaten and kicked in the head by the rest of the individuals in the bunch. They then turned their attention to Philippos's friend. But didn't beat them as bad. And they only had minor injuries. Philippos passed away in the hospital later on after a strong battle for his own life. Authorities believe it was a hate crime and Philippos was targeted because of the cross he was wearing. And the reason why they believe this is, the group that attacked him are linked to other attacks where they also targeted others they believed to be Christians. I just don't know what to say. Look. There has to be a demon inside of someone to make them do such evil. To target someone simply because they are wearing a cross. And someone that appears to be happy. You see. In all of the accounts we've heard about regarding demonic possession. When the name of Jesus Christ is mentioned. The demons get angry and frustrated and even violent. Then we look at the narcissists that many of us have dealt with. When they see someone that is kind, loving, and decent. What is the first thing they think about doing? They think about how they can get close to this person and ruin their life. All because their joy and the light they have in their life frustrates the narcissists and angers them. And they have to do whatever they can do to turn that light out. And the average narcissist is scared they will get into trouble to do something like this. Although some are getting more so-called brave these days and are trying their hand at these kinds of crimes. But mainly they do what they can to destroy you from the inside out. But the goal is still the same. To ruin your life, and if you end up losing your life as a result, they would have a big smile on their face. Why? All because they couldn't stand your happiness. Well, when most people are believers in God, they tend to have an inner joy and peace within them. And you can tell from this picture. This young man was happy. And likely brought joy and love everywhere he went. Now, I don't know that to be true in his case. I'm just going on what things appear to possibly be. But when you are like that, the demons come out and they try to figure out a way to destroy people like this. And those people that are already operating in evil are easy for demons to take over. Because now these people that did such a thing will spend the rest of their lives behind bars. Hopefully they will anyways. Look. We live in a world where evil is celebrated. And where evildoers have felt emboldened to do whatever evil they want to do. And that includes deleting or ending the lives of those they believe are Christians. This is why it's important that Christians keep speaking up and being vocal. So those that are doing evil won't feel so empowered. Like I mentioned before. Narcissism. When it goes unchecked, it's like it takes over everything. But when we can speak freely about this topic and educate others, narcissism hides in the corner. And that's why different platforms shadow ban people that talk about this stuff. Simply because they want evil to grow and expand. Now is the time to have a voice. Now is the time to speak up. I pray for this man's family. And I pray for the others that were victims of these individuals. Christians. We must have strong discernment in these times. And we must be careful. But we also must be strong. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.